And you see it all the time, state championship weekend. Those teams that throw.
Teams like that.
More times than not, there are some exceptions like Coney last year. More times than not, it's the teams who run the football are going to be able to win because when it's cold and windy, it's hard to throw a catch.
For something like this, I really do. I think if you're going to just take a bite, just be idle that week.
And this is why you get paid the big bucks, my friend.
To me, it's just. It's just disrespectful. It really is to the fans. I gotta remember what
it's a keen observation. Leaves me just speechless almost.
They make a whole season financially. That runs a program because they get the money.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they had all the starters that they listed.
Now with all the money with the playoffs, if it's about money, then
they've been there 5 out of 6 years. I mean, it isn't like they don't know what they're doing.
Brian Denny, by the way, not a sellout. Even they tried to make the Catamounts homecoming.
Not that they lost, but that way.
This place, though, very close to a sellout. Neyland Stadium, there's a real game in the SEC.
And the worst part is staying outdoors in the cold for that. I know where you're coming from.
And they control their destiny. If they win tonight in Knoxville, it's an ESPN primetime game. Kirkland will be down there, and then they'll win
after the first half.
They will go back to Atlanta as champs of the SEC East. Georgia, big fans of Tennessee or Arkansas, because they're done in the SEC, and they would go to Atlanta to take on the SEC West winner if Missouri should stumble. The Tigers are a very, very good road team. They play their better football away from Columbia. We'll see if they can get down at Neyland Stadium, which is charged up now because Tennessee has kind of a renaissance.
That might be the
chance
difference right
to get
there.
to a bowl game. Tennessee's defensive leader, by the way,
he's 4 for 8.
Johnson,
his longest one, though, was 25 yards.
Michael Williams, both suspended indefinitely.
Hasn't missed an extra point all year.
Accusations
46
there
of 46.
Rape and sexual assault. Those two key volunteer players will not be there in this showdown game with Missouri.
If you think of pressure, you think of tough places to play and all those kind of things, then you're not focused on the most important thing.
Can we get the teams over here and get going here, please?
Why wait? I don't think we see it as pressure. We see it more as a challenge. We understand what's on the line, and we build off that. Everybody says, oh, you guys are from the Big 12 and aren't going to do much. Well, we're here to play.
You got my back! I got your back! You got my back! I got your back tonight!
The more you win, obviously, the more that's at stake. Every team has a life expectancy, and we're fighting for longer days together as a football team.
We're fighting for our 6th win in a bowl game. It means the world to our seniors. Our seniors haven't been to a bowl since they've been here. We've been through a lot. Coaching changes, friends leaving, and we definitely deserve it.
Tennessee's offense revived under the dual threat of Joshua Dobbs at a much bigger test than what they've had against South Carolina and Kentucky when they take on Missouri's defense. Missouri's offense hadn't exactly been lighting it up either with the passing game. Matty Mock has not having the kind of year he's had last year. A lot more turnovers.
No, not at all. I like
Hey, Dorian, when you get a good spot there, we can go ahead and hit that open.
With 34, and Shane Ray, the defensive end, he has a school record 13 sacks. What makes them so special, only they can get pressure on the quarterback and control the run with just 4 rushes.
We'll say right
they
now,
don't have to bring an extra rusher. That's going to allow them to do some things at the second level with their linebackers to try to control
it's been worse here
Josh
before.
Dobbs. He's infused that offense with a lot of life. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They're going to have to control Josh Dobbs. I like Missouri because of their defense.
I think the matchup there is really good.
A dream doesn't become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. This is Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and Husson Eagles football.
And welcome to the John Winkin Complex, where today it is NCAA football playoff time as the Husson Eagles, 8-1 on the season, meet the MIT Engineers, coming in undefeated at 9-0. The first time ever that these two schools have participated in the NCAA tournament, and they're going to do it right here at Husson University. I'm Clem Labrie, joined by Dale Duff on the broadcast. And Dale, pretty exciting time around campus today and a historic day.
I love the buzz that comes with NCAA action, having covered baseball and hockey and football over the years and all. It's just a different buzz when you say NCAA playoff. the signs, the NCAA logo is littered all over here, and there you have to wear your press passes, and everybody's got to be just right, and it's just a different buzz when it's NCAA playoff time, and I love it. I think these two teams are jacked up, as you say. It's history. Here comes Husson now. Listen to the crowd. Haven't made the way to the field yet here. Just the anticipation there.
Nice crowd filtering into the Winking Complex as the Eagles take the field here. Excited to play their first NCAA playoff game, and happy to have you along for, well, Gabby Price, the Husson University head coach in his 8th season here as the head coach of the Eagles. Of course, he started the program, left for a few years, and came back last year. And after 4 years of some difficult times here in terms of getting wins, he's come back, and what a difference he's made in 2 years.
Boy, he really has. Went 500 last year. This year, undefeated in conference play, 7-0, 8-1 overall since they lost that game on the road, down at Alfred University in New York. They haven't lost since. But keep this in mind, too. MIT is undefeated as well in their conference.
That's exactly right. Two teams that have played very good football here this year. We're going to pause just for a moment here as they get set to play the national anthem at the Winking Complex. And with the playing of the national anthem, we're not too far away from the kickoff for this game. Let's hear from the head coach of the Husson Eagles. We had a chance to talk with Gabby Price earlier this week and get his thoughts on this matchup with the MIT Engineers.
Well, MIT just ran through their league. They had the Offensive Player of the Year, or the Conference Player of the Year, and Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Offensive Lineman of the Year. So they've had a lot of accolades. They scored a lot of points. Certainly spread the field. They're a spread football team.
We will,
with what I would call a savvy quarterback and a very good running back and some good receivers.
We'll
probably get to I'll be too technical.
Martinet or the Throckmorton. We'll also not get that preview break in, but we'll be able to use it to go along here.
Obviously, you don't have to defend the whole field, take away the run. What Husson's done great this year, they've taken away the run and made them throw it. Now, whenever they throw it, certainly good things can happen for either team, and at the end of the day, it's haven't better for us. But we would like to continue that same approach. Defensively, they're a good football team who play with some young guys. Offensively, they're very mature, grade-wise, and defensively, they're a little bit younger.
That's head coach Gabby Price of the Husson University Eagles. After a 5-5 season a year ago, they come in here 8-1, the best season in program history as they get to this championship game. Same is true for the MIT Engineers. Although it's a program that has been around much longer, they did take some time off. In fact, the program was disbanded in 1901. They revived it in 1988 and have started to make some progress, certainly with head coach Chad Martinovich, who is in his 6th season as the head coach of the Engineers. And so the captains have met at the middle of the field, and both teams are jacked up right now, getting ready to kick this one off It is an exciting day. The winner of this game will move on to play the winner of Wesley and Hampden-Sydney. That game being played at Wesley University down in Delaware today. So a lot at the stake, because no matter what happened during the regular season, you either win or your season is over at this stage.
And the other thing to point out, too, why this game is so interesting is, as you mentioned, first time ever for both of these teams in the NCAAs. But, Clem, all of the Division III schools and football programs around the region, meaning around New England, these are the only two teams still playing football here this fall.
Yeah.
The only two Division I teams in New England that are in the NCAA field.
Certainly exciting times as the Husson University Eagles take the field in the home green uniforms with the gold and white trim. MIT with their white jerseys, the black helmets, and the maroon pants. Husson will kick off to start this game, and it'll be Josh Gray, the freshman from Bucksport High School, kicking from left to right to get things underway. Back deep to return is going to be Brad Goldsberry for MIT. Fans start to make some noise. Josh Gray awaits the signal from the referee. He has it, and his kickoff is in the air. We are underway. NCAA playoff action from the Winkin Complex. It'll be fielded at the 21-yard line by Goldsberry. He'll bring it up over the 30 and be taken down at the 34. And so the offense for MIT will come on the field, led by their senior quarterback, Peter Williams, an all-conference selection in the New England Football Conference. He's thrown for 1,761 yards. Their tailback, another talented senior, Justin Wallace, who was the Offensive Player of the Year in their conference this season, 1,445 yards rushing, 16 touchdowns. They run the spread offense. They'll split two wide receivers to each side and work from the shotgun formation. They'll send a man in motion. Handoff on the first play is going to go to Wallace, and he won't get much. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big Matt Pellerin, Clem, on the defensive tackle position, 6'1", 260 from Leavitt High School. I don't want to talk about that too much today after what Winslow did to Leavitt last night. But he makes a big-time tackle there, met him head-on and stopped him.
Transfer from the University of Maine. That carry actually goes for a loss of 1. So second down and 11. Goldsberry goes in motion, wanting to throw. They do over the middle. It's going to be complete all the way out near midfield as the pass that time is going to be completed to Harris Stolzenberg for the first completion, and it is a first down completion, 13 yards on the reception.
Little slant pattern there, and he was open. Defenders on both sides of him, but he found the hole, the quarterback did, Williams, to fit it in.
Williams takes the snap, wants to throw again, and it's going to be intercepted! Picked off by the Eagles! They're going to return this one all the way for a touchdown! Husson gets on the scoreboard. The interception by Kenny Sweet, and the Eagles go up 6-0.
Looked like a little bubble screen play to the right side, and Sweet read it beautifully, stepped in the passing lane. He caught it on the numbers, that 16 right on his chest, and he was wide open for the pick 6. How about that as a way to start for the Eagles?
Gets a crowd on their feet here at the Winkin Complex. And now Josh Gray on for the extra point try. His kick is up, and it is good. And so the fans have something to cheer about early in this one. They lead it 7-0. 13:54 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. It's NCAA playoff football on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
At Arby's, stop in for Mega Meat Stacks.
This, I think if you're on these 2:15s here, Dorian, for 30 seconds.
Club Stack, or our smokehouse brisket, smoked at least 13 hours.
How can you hear a little crowd noise and it's not too bad and all of that, Dorian?
Yeah, sounds fine, Dale.
Okay. PCHC Walk-In Care, Bangor Brewer in Old Town is open to
10 seconds to your liner.
Or every weekend,
Thank
8
you.
to 8 weekdays. Just walk in. Penobscot Community Healthcare. For you, for your family, for our community. Learn more at pchc.com/walk-in.
The Husson Eagles play here.
Here we go, defense! Here we go, play!
Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. And 92.9theticket.com.
Don't stop, you got him up on your wall!
Back at the Winkin Complex, Clem LeBrie, Dale Duff along with you, as Josh Gray getting set to kick away here for Husson, with his team up 7-0 on the interception return by Kenny Sweet. Gray's kick will go to the 16-yard line. It'll be taken by Goldsberry, cuts it to the middle of the field, and will get hit and taken down at about the 33-yard line. And that MIT offense will come back on the field. We'll see how they respond after giving up the pick six.
The kickoffs, first of all, the first two a little bit on the short side. It's kind of a crosswind. Those who know that the flag at the Winkin Complex here is out in center field and is kind of blowing toward the third base line. So it's kind of a crosswind, not really favoring one end of the field or the other.
From the shotgun, they'll hand off. It'll be Wallace running right side. He's got lots of room to run. First down and look out. He's busting this one loose. Nobody in front of him. He gets to the 30, the 20, the 10, and into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that's how the Engineers bounce back on their first play. They take it to the house.
Clem, I don't know what the defense must have read something else, because it was wide open on the right side, his right side of the line. Wallace was going to get 10 yards or so to begin with, and then when he got out into open territory, there was just nobody there. The Eagles were loaded to the other side of the field, and Wallace showed great speed for a big fella at 6 foot, 215 pounds. Nobody could catch him on that far sideline.
No, 72 yards for Wallace. There's a reason why he's run for that many yards. He's the school's all-time leading rusher with over 4,400 yards in his career. And I'll tell you what, he was off and moving that time. 72 yards on the touchdown run, and just like that, we're all knotted up at 7.
17 touchdowns now for Wallace on the season. Man, oh man. Clem, I was looking down after the Husson touchdown score, and people continue to roll in here. It's a big crowd at the field here. And I said, well, they missed the first Husson touchdown. Now, if you're still trying to get in, look what you've missed.
Right.
Holy cow. We've only played, 95, 100 seconds so far. And we've got 2 scores.
Wow. Well, I guess you didn't have to worry about these teams feeling each other out and getting the nerves out, right?
All of a sudden, I feel warmer. I feel like I'm game shape here now. Holy cow.
So MIT will kick it away. Shabash McIntosh back deep to receive for the Husson Eagles. And the kick is going to go right straight down the middle of the field. And it'll be taken at the 15-yard line. They'll return it up to the near sideline. And Dylan Walton with it breaks free and will get up to the 40. And so the Husson Eagles offense will go to the field for the first time today. It's a pretty good starting field position. Joe Sacarica, the starting quarterback for the Eagles. He's thrown for over 1,300 yards on the season. His backfield consists of Logan Stewart and tailback John Smith. The freshman, who was named the conference Offensive Rookie of the Year, over 1,100 yards on the season, needs just 15 to break the school record for most rushing yards by a freshman. He'll take the handoff on first down and take it up over the 40, close to about the 44-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 43, and it'll be second down for the Eagles.
Kind of hear every once in a while that wind blowing in our microphones here. It is at times a stiff breeze, a cold breeze, so much for the predicted southwest winds that were going to be warmer. Who said that anyway?
Geez, I don't know. Smith takes it, this time running to the near side, puts his head down, gets some extra yards up to the 45. He got a few extra yards, but he paid the price on that as he put the head down and took on the defender that time. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be spotted at the 46, and it'll be third down and 3 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think he paid the price. Andrew Wren, 6'2", 250, sophomore, banged into him. He did do a good kind of a brief cutback to pick up a couple of extra yards.
Shotgun formation for Sacarica. Hands it off. Smith running left side. Gets by one tackler. Gets by the second, and he's going to be close to a first. Looks like he has it from here as he's just shy of the 50-yard line. needed to get to the 49, and it is a first down carry for John Smith. So he touches the ball on their first 3 plays of the game.
That play was designed to go up the middle, and there was just nothing there. He quickly cut it to the left side and found enough distance there to move the chains.
So 1st and 10, trip split to the near side for the Eagles, twins to the far side, empty backfield, Sakaricha from the shotgun, has pressure, gets the ball away, complete to McIntosh at the 45, spins away from a defender, gets to the 40-yard line, and that'll be close to another first down for the Eagles.
That's a good, safe opening pass for Sakaricha, just a little go route there for McIntosh. He went down about 8 yards, turned, ball right to his gut, and then he spins it up and almost picked up 10 yards on the play.
That'll go as 9, and this time the Eagles work from the I formation. Sakaricha hands off to Smith, runs off right guard, gets to the 40, to the 45, it's a first down carry. It is a 6-yard pickup for John Smith, and a first down for the Eagles.
Did you see that cut back? Oh, he was designed to go to the outside, to this near side, and he saw just a little opening, and he's just cut on a dime and cut it up inside and got the first down.
Back to the shotgun formation now for Sakaricha. Takes the snap, hands it off to Smith. Goes up the middle, nothing there, bounces it to the near sideline, and we'll take it to the 29. Taken down there, and it'll be 4 yards for John Smith.
Hey, welcome to John Smith's neighborhood there. Ty Ellis, the cornerback, number 22, 5'9", 165. Smith just blew him over at the end on trying to tackle him.
The freshman has done that to a lot of guys this year. Ooh. He has had just a phenomenal season. Never saw him until game 3 of this year when Husson had some injuries in that backfield, and he has exploded on the scene. Out of the shotgun, he gets the handoff again, running right side, and gets met head on that time by a couple of linebackers from MIT, and will end up getting 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah, looked like he was going to get even more than that, and the window closed in a hurry there. 48, their linebacker, 48, was the guy that really put a hurt on Smith on that run. Yeah. Still, he gained positive yardage.
That linebacker with a great football name, Kodiak Brush.
That's a football
That's name. A linebacker name, isn't it? Here's Sakaricha, hands off to Smith, running near side, uses the stiff arm to break free, and it should be enough for a Husson first down. Or it'll be very close, and there's an MIT player down on the ground.
You know what, Clements? Ellis.
Yeah, it is.
He's the guy that's been paying the price on the corner. When he gets to the corner and gets to the second line of defense there, 5'9", 165, that's not going to get it done. And he's paid the price 2 or 3 times now. Smith, they can't, the initial contact, they're not getting him down.
No.
And he's able to break it free. And this, as they will help Ellis off the field here, the trainers will come out and the coach comes out as well. This is an impressive drive here for the Eagles. Now remember, it's tied at 7, but it was a pick 6 for the Husson Eagles. So this is the first time they've had the ball. This has been a very methodical, impressive opening drive for the Eagles offense.
Well, they've run 8 plays. 7 of them have been runs by John Smith. And so they're giving the freshman the heavy workload in the early going. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the MIT 23-yard line. Shotgun for Sakaricha. Takes the snap, wants to throw. Looks to the right side, into the end zone. Ball up, but it's going to be overthrown and out of bounds. Intended that time for the wide receiver on the right side, Joe Farrell. It'll fall incomplete as Sakaricha had a little bit too much air underneath it, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just good coverage. There was no place to put that ball, and I think Sakaricha did the right thing. He put it up there and give it a try, but if his receiver couldn't get it, nobody was going to get it on that far corner.
This time Farrell will split out to the far side. Hartley and Wiggins to the near side. They'll hand off, though, to Smith up the middle, and we'll get a few yards. He got tripped up that time. He and Sakaricha got their feet tangled up as they exchanged that handoff. It's going to be 3rd down now for Husson as they spot it at the MIT 21. Give Smith 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, this is their first third and long play here, 3rd and 8. So let's see what the Eagles dial up here. They just turned the lights on here, too, by the way, on the stadium.
Hoping it gives off some heat. Here's Sakarich. It takes a snap, turns, it goes to Logan Stewart. This time, Stewart's got a hole, gets down to the 15-yard line. It'll be just shy of a first down. And the Eagles will have it now, 4th and about a yard. Yeah, 4th and a yard now for Husson as they spot it on the 14-yard line.
Boy, that's a great block. I think that was Stewart, wasn't it, that kicked out the block, and he kind of turned it up inside. Great block to get the yardage. And I think the Eagles are going to go for it. Yes, they will.
Yeah, they move that ball closer to the 15 now, so it's going to be 2 yards, 4th and 2.
Just a little bit shy of 2 yards. We're right on the line here, so we can see it very well.
Trips to the near side. Sakarich takes it on the option, gives it to Smith. Smith gets over the 15-yard line, and it is not enough. They say that he did not get the first. The official on the near sideline says he was short, and so the ball goes over on downs to the Engineers.
I think it was Alex Noakes, 58, that came up and made a very quick, sure tackle and stopped him about a yard shy. I thought for sure he had it when they made the pitch play, but the hole closed very quickly. Hey, give credit to MIT. Their defense came up big there.
It's a big stop. So the offense back out there in a 7-7 game, 8:03 to play in the first quarter. Quick out, complete to Goldsberry at the 11. He breaks free. Look out, go all the way up to the 30-yard line, and finally tackled out of bounds by Stefan Dance. And there's a big first down reception on the first play of this possession for the Engineers.
Again, they throw that ball up to the right side, Clem, and there are very few green jerseys out there. And he was wide open and had 6 yards before he even got close to any contact.
Out of the shotgun, Williams, hands off. Now, no, fakes a handoff, wants to throw, and it goes over the head of the intended receiver, Esparago. It'll fall incomplete and bring up second down. Some pressure applied that time by the Eagles, Matt Pellerin.
Yeah, Pellerin was right in his shirt as he threw the ball. And one thing here, you can tell they may like to run the ball with Wallace, Clem, but it looks to me like they see the passing game here too, huh?
Wow, and there's no doubt about that. As Goldsberry comes in motion, they hand off to Wallace. Wallace bounces it off the right tackle, and we'll get to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards for Wallace. And one thing is, coming in, Coach John Pritchard was telling me earlier this week, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, that this season they've averaged about 20 throws a game. They've thrown it 4 times already today, as we still have 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Isn't it interesting, though? 7-7 game, a pick 6 for Husson. Next play on offense, MIT scores. Now you kind of settle into some defense.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. From the shotgun with trips to the near side, Williams takes the snap. Husson with some pressure, gets the ball away. It's going to be complete. Goldsberry with the reception. It's a first down reception all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he stood in the pocket. They were coming at him from both sides, but they couldn't get there in time. And he stood tall in the pocket and hit his man in the middle. He was open, and they moved the chains again.
First and 10 from MIT's own 48. Williams from the shotgun, hands off to Wallace, running right side, turns the corner, has some room, and breaks one tackle, and can't get away from the second one, but he's going to be close to another first as he gets to the Husson 41-yard line.
It just is another case, Clem, where anything to the right side, there just are not many green jerseys there. They're seeing something on that Husson defense on the right side.
This time they're going to try to go up the middle, and it'll go nowhere. Matt Pellerin busts through that line, wraps him up around the waist, and takes him down for a loss of 2 on the play.
Pellerin just broke through, and Wallace, I will say this, even as big and as tough as Pellerin was, he had to grunt a little bit just to bring him down. Huh? You could tell that Wallace is a load.
Yes, he is.
And they list him at 215. He's bigger than that. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, there's no question. We've seen him break a couple of tackles today. You can tell how tough he is. Here's Williams on a rollout to the right side. Now he's going to tuck it away and take off running. He'll be forced out of bounds on the right side. On that MIT sideline, Jack Goldberg got over there for the Eagles. Goldberg getting the start today for Husson on that defensive line as the freshman Luke Washburn is out with an injury.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the Eagles. Luke Washburn's had a heck of a year. He's from Oak Hill, which is taking on the MCI Huskies later today down in Portland for the Class D championship.
Eagles fans making some noise here with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-7 our score. Williams from the shotgun, trips to the near side. Now Goldsberry goes in motion to the far side. Williams drops back, wants to throw, has some pressure, and scrambles. Can't get away. He's going to be covered over by that Husson defense. Goldberg, the first guy to get there. Jeff Turcotte finishes him off.
Yeah, they just... I give him credit. He stayed alive and kept moving in the pocket. He moved up, and then he moved to the left. But the Eagles defense finally swarmed in and got him down, and the Engineers are going to have to punt it away a little bit into the wind now as we look at the flag.
Jared Hansen, the punter for MIT, will kick it away to Shabash McIntosh, the dangerous return man, and he'll get the kick away. And Husson will let it drop at the 20-yard line. It'll take an MIT roll inside the 20. They cover it up. They're saying Husson touched it, but the officials are saying they did not. They're indicating Husson football. I was wondering why they were all running after it.
I have to say, I thought for a moment, too, they knew something that I didn't know because they were swarming and saying, hey, they touched the ball, we got it. But the officials, there were 2 or 3 of them right there, and they say, no, that's a Husson ball. So... Well, this is interesting. After that opening barrage of a touchdown apiece, defense.
Eagles with the football, second possession of the game for them offensively. They hand off to Smith. He'll run off the left guard, and we'll take it up over the 20-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play for John Smith, his 10th carry of the game. Husson's last offensive possession, their only offensive possession so far, stalled at the 15-yard line when they went for it on 4th down and came up about a half a yard short. This time they'll split Dion Wiggins to the near side. McIntosh, Hartley, and Stroud split to the far side. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand off. Smith up the middle and is going to come up just shy of the 25-yard line. Looked like he did a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage and pick up a couple of yards in the process. It's going to be 3rd down now and 4 for the Eagles.
That'll be an interesting call here for Gabby Price and company here with about 5 yards to move the chains again. You're a little deep in your own territory. Do you do something with the pass? Do you ask Smith to get you 5 yards on the ground?
Trip split to the near side this time from the shotgun. Sakaricha wants to throw over the middle. Complete to Hartley at the 35. Gets away from a defender. Gets to the 40, the 45, and taken down. Hartley with a pump of the fist. It's a first down completion for the Eagles.
What a big target he is, Clem, over the middle, the big tight end. What's he, about 6'5"?
Yes.
And, boy, he's just a great target to throw to. And he was on the run, caught it in stride. That's a big gain for the Eagles.
22 yards on the reception. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 47. Sakaricha on the bootleg this time, trying to get around the near corner to midfield, runs for the sideline and gets out of bounds in MIT territory. They'll say that he walked out at the MIT 46. And so on the design bootleg that time by Sakaricha, who carries it about 8 to 10 times per game. In fact, on the season, he's got 236 yards rushing, gets 7 on that carry.
I like that play. I think that's kind of like, okay, MIT defense, we're going to keep you honest here. Check this out. And he's got those, Sakaricha's got those long strides. Doesn't look like he's going very fast. He's just making these huge gains because of the stride.
Out of the I formation, Smith gets the carry, spins off a tackler, keeps the feet going, gets a first down as he crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line of MIT.
He is a very good runner there. He spun out of the tackle. Clem, the more you see him run, you tell me he looks like a Division I runner.
Oh yeah,
you know,
he's got great size, and I think the thing that's impressive about him is anything is his balance, which is what you always look for in a running back. He's a guy, he can take a hit, he can take somebody hanging off his shirt, but he keeps his balance and keeps moving. Here's a high snap on the shotgun, and this time he'll go nowhere. Big loss on the play as he took that handoff from Sakaricha, and MIT was already in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of 7.
Yeah, that was middle linebacker Cameron Wagner, the senior middle linebacker. He was in the backfield. It was a high snap, and I think the timing was off a little bit. Sakaricha, who's tall to begin with, had to go up and get that snap and then get the handoff. And by the time all that happened, Wagner was there in the backfield.
2nd and 17 for the Eagles. McIntosh comes in motion. He'll take the handoff, has some blocking out in front, and will get taken down out of bounds. A short gain on the play that time as the Engineers did a good job stringing it out. He'll pick up 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, they couldn't get to the edge. I mean, they kept, give the Engineers defense credit, they kept stringing it out. If you get him to the corner, he's got the speed to go some distance, but he could never get to the outside.
Now a passing situation here for the Eagles on 3rd and 14. Sakaricha works from the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, has pressure. They'll wrap him up and take him down. First sack of the game. Good coverage downfield by the Engineers, and Sakaricha had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and I will say this, Clem. I mean, he did take a sack and, yeah, maybe throw it away and pick up, save some yardage or whatever. But I think if you're Gabby Price and company, you want him to do that as opposed to try to force something in there.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, he has a tendency to do that. I'd rather take the sack at that stage.
That's exactly right. I mean, we've seen it on a few occasions this season, and they've worked with him extensively on that. Stroud with the punt gets it away, and it'll be called for at the 9-yard line. Fair catch by Goldsberry, and with 14 seconds to go in the first quarter, MIT will have the football 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. 7-7 is our score. Husson with an interception return by Kenny Sweet on the first possession of the game for MIT. Returned it for the pick 6. That was followed up by Justin Wallace's 72-yard run on MIT's next possession, and that's where we stand. Nothing since then. So on 1st and 10 from the 9, Williams from the shotgun. Hands off, Goldsberry with the carry, and he'll pick his way past the right guard and take it for a pickup of about 1 on the play.
You know, it's amazing, Clem. I look around here, and people are still filing in here. I mean, this section that we're on, if you will, up to third baseline, it's absolutely full, and but people still come in.
Well, they got 3 more quarters to check it out here. Today is the final seconds on the first quarter tick down. First 15 minutes in the books. We are tied up at 7. We're back for the second quarter after this. It's the NCAA Playoffs on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
Thinking of taking a trip? Call the professionals at Bangor Travel Services at 800-244-0112. With over 100 years of combined expertise, Bangor Travel Services knows all the latest packages and discounts that hotels, airlines, and cruise ships offer. Bangor Travel Services online at bangortravelservices.com or at 800-244-0112. The travel business is all about relationships. It's not what you know, but who you know that counts. Bangor Travel Services puts the service in travel.
Hey, you like football, right?
Your ticket to Husson University sports.
Right. High five, football fans.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
Back at the Winkin Complex, Clem LeBray up with you. NCAA playoff time here as Husson and MIT get set to start the second quarter play. 7-7 is our score in this one. Both teams playing in their first ever NCAA tournament game. MIT undefeated on the season, 9-0. The Eagles 8-1. And so it'll be MIT.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
We gotcha. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. Hello, Dorian. Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Dorian.
Hello, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Clem, can you hear me?
Yep, I gotcha.
play.
Just talk to her there.
Hello. Yeah, we're trying to reconnect here. We could hear you coming back through, but he's trying to repower up here. So just run some spots here and. I don't know. We could hear you, and we were talking back, but I guess it would be just the internet. But yeah. Well, keep running spots here for now until where he's. Yeah, he's close here to trying to hook back in here. So stay with me here in just a second here. Uh-oh, fumble. Oh, he got out of it. Jeez, you guys got a tackle. Yeah. We think we might have been. See, did they disconnect? Altogether? They've lost the internet altogether, apparently. So we're going to hook in with the cell here. I don't know. Cell is not great here. Keep running spots. Keep running till we were trying to get the cell card in here and get it up to speed.
Yeah, everybody can get in on this. Yeah.
Second and 15 from midfield.
Yeah, we're hooked in here on the cell here, so stand by. We're just should be a couple of minutes away, hopefully.
One more
getting
time.
in here.
Hello, Doreen.
Okay,
can you hear me?
Hear us now? Okay, very good.
Now through December 11th at Darlings in Augusta, Bangor, and Ellswood.
All right, so I got a 16-second, and I'll go right back to you.
Gotcha.
Want me to run a bump? I mean a liner?
No, we'll just take it. And welcome back to the Winking Complex. Clem Labrie, Dale Duff along with you as had some technical difficulties here at the stadium, but back with you, and the MIT Engineers will have their drive stalled at the Husson 47-yard line. They'll have to kick the ball away. We are in a 7-7 ball game here in this NCAA playoff game. 11:20 to go in the first half. And so Hanson on to kick the ball away to the Eagles. Shabash McIntosh standing back at his own 10-yard line. Hanson gets the kick away, and it'll drop at the 21. Takes a Husson roll all the way back to about the 25. And so the Husson offense will come out on the field in a tie ball game. Happy to have you along for this NCAA action, wherever you may be listening, on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket, 92.9theticket.com, on our free mobile app from Radio Pop. As the Husson Eagles will take the field offensively here and try to see if they can get some points on the board. The offense has been shut out today. The only touchdown coming on a pick six by Kenny Sweet early in the first quarter. They'll hand the ball off to John Smith, and he'll take it up over the 30-yard line to the 31. It's a pickup of 4 yards on the play for Smith, and it'll bring up second down and 6 for the Eagles.
One thing about Smith, Clem, you got to give MIT credit so far. He has gained yardage on every time he's carried here so far, but not huge chunks. So probably about 8 yards is the most he's gained in any one play.
He'll get it again, runs off right guard, and pushes that pile forward to about the 35-yard line, and taken down there, and he'll be a couple of yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, That's the power in his game right there. He's got great cutability, I like to say. He can just cut on a dime, but he can also bring you the power game as well, and he did it on that play, and it sets up a third down and short here for the Husson.
They'll split 2 to each side from the shotgun formation. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Sakaricha takes a snap, hands off to Smith. He's got a hole. Look out, here he goes. Bounces off a tackle and takes it all the way into MIT territory. It's a first down carry for John Smith in his longest run of the day.
And that's what we talk about with John Smith. He bang, carries for 4 yards, bang, carries for 6 yards, and then bang, he's got that speed to get to the outside, and once he gets into the open field, good luck bringing him down. Big play, Eagles.
19 yards on the run. Now Sakaricha wants to throw, going deep on the left side, in and out of the hands of Dion Wiggins. He does not drop many. He was wide open and had a touchdown, but it rolls off his hands and falls incomplete.
Well, it was just a bit short on the pass, Clem, and he had to kind of turn around, not necessarily stop for the pass, but he had to turn around and slow down. I think he got kind of discombobulated there. I'm not making excuses for him, but man, oh man, that's a big play if he hangs on.
Now Smith gets the handoff. Nothing up the middle. Bounces it to the right side. First down carry for Smith. What a run by the freshman. He was stonewalled right in the middle of that line. Bounced it to the outside and runs for 12 yards.
And I'll tell you what, if Cameron Wagner, who was a linebacker, middle linebacker, if he's not out there to make that last tackle, he's gone because there are no other defenders there.
Twins split to both sides from the shotgun. On 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the MIT 33. Sakaricha to throw again to the end zone, going for Wiggins, and he's got it! He bobbled it and comes down into the end zone with the ball. A 33-yard touchdown pass, and the Eagles go in front 13-7.
What a pass by Sakaricha. What a catch by Wiggins. I have to say this, the defender was right there, right in his face, and somehow, after just a momentary bobble, he catches it for 6.
Gray's extra point try is up, and it is good. And so Husson takes the lead, 14-7. with 8:53 to go in the first half.
Clem, what a pass. I was saying, you're throwing that and he's just not open. And he went up and got it kind of I don't know if it was a bobble or it was like he was kind of tipping it to himself. He got up a little higher than the defender. And the defender he was in position. He did everything he could do, and yet they found a way to thread the needle there, and the Eagles have regained the lead. How about that?
Well, I tell you what, we've seen Dion Wiggins do that a few times. We saw him make a massive catch in that Norwich win here earlier this season, diving in the corner of the end zone. We saw him make one last week at Mount Ida. I mean, that's why that previous play when he dropped that ball, you don't see him do that very often. He's a sophomore, 6'1". He can go up after it if you throw it up high enough, and he did that time.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's one of the great things there, Clem, too, is that he's just a sophomore. You think the coaching staff's happy about that?
Yeah, just a little. So Josh Gray to kick the ball away, and it'll be going to Goldsberry at the 15-yard line. He'll race off to the left side, cuts it back up, and will take it to the 30, and crosses the 30 to about the 32. And so MIT, trailing for the second time in this game, will come back out on the field with their offense. And really, aside from that 72-yard touchdown run by Justin Wallace, the Husson defense has held them pretty much in check here today.
Yeah, a couple of passes over the middle have gone for some positive yardage for Williams and company, and a couple of times, a couple of missed tackles by the Eagles. But other than that, they've played stout defense so far.
Shotgun formation for Williams, wants to throw to the left side, has a man open, and it's caught on the sideline. What a catch by Esparago. all the way to the Husson 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, he bobbled that one himself, and if he's able to stay in bounds, he's gone for a score because he had the defender beaten. Now they're going no huddle here, Clem.
They'll hand it off up the middle. It'll be Wallace on the carry, and he'll get to the 40-yard line, make it to 39, and so a pickup of 3 for Wallace.
It's kind of like everything one team does, the other team says, okay, you can do that, watch me do that.
Yeah. 2nd down and 6. They'll hand off. Wallace again, hit in the backfield and taken down. And it was the linebacker that time, Wade Bryant, who busted through the line and made the initial contact and was able to hang on to his ankle long enough to bring him down.
Yeah, he's from Lawrence High, right?
Yes, he is.
And the former Bulldog there kind of just got enough of an ankle to kind of trip him up. Big 3rd down play here.
From the shotgun, Williams to throw, and it's going to be incomplete down at the feet of Esparago that time, and he couldn't hang on to it. And it'll bring up 4th down now for MIT, and it looks like they're going to go for it here as Williams looks to the sideline for a play.
How about that? 4th down, and you're at the Husson 40-yard line. And now they're going to take a timeout. I think they want to think about they want a timeout to think about this. I'm not sure on this one. Hey, this is a tight ball game. Right?
That's when you have the offensive coordinator saying, "Hey, I think we can get this," and you got 2 or 3 other coaches saying, "Yeah, I think you're right," and then you got others saying, "Well, I'm not so sure." If they go for it, it's a gutsy call here in a 14-7 game. If they go for it and get it, it could be a huge momentum boost for MIT.
Exactly right. Husson has got the mo right now on the long touchdown pass to lead it by 14-7. But if you're not successful here on 4th down, you give the Eagles great field position. The ball is touching the Husson 40-yard line. Plenty of time to go in this 2nd quarter of play. 7:35. We hope you're enjoying it right here on Sports Radio 99 The Ticket. We've got Boston Bruins and the Montreal Canadiens tonight. And then tomorrow, the Patriots and the Lions. It's all right here on The Ticket.
MIT to go for it on 4th down. They want to throw. Williams looking, now throws it. Ball tipped in the air, and it's caught. It's caught on the deflection that time. And the reception will go into the hands of Chris McPherson for a 1st down.
Boy, I wish they had replay here because I'm not sure. Now, the official is saying that on the deflection, he did catch it.
There's a flag on the play as well.
Oh, okay.
And it's on Husson.
Offsides against Husson. So guess what? They were going to have a new play anyway.
Right.
On that, even if they don't get the 1st down on that play. But it was deflected up in the air, and right at the shoestrings, he made the catch. So I'll give him credit there.
So a new set of downs. Let's see if they can take advantage with 7:25 to go in the 1st half. Man in motion is Esparago. They'll hand it off up the middle. Goldsberry with the carry this time. Takes a big hit, but not until he picks up 5 yards on the carry.
Boy, that's a big play there on 4th down. Now, again, because of the penalty, they were going to have a redo even if they didn't get it. But as you say, they took the timeout, decided what type of play they wanted to run, and they were successful, albeit on a deflection play like that, but they get to keep their offense on the field.
Jeff Turcotte now comes off the field for the Eagles with a little bit of a limp. On 2nd down and 5. Goldsberry goes in motion. They hand it off. No, they'll fake it. Now they'll throw it to the corner. All alone at the 5-yard line as the ball is caught. Getting loose on the play that time was Eric Gann. And he makes the reception all the way down to the 5. There was nobody within 10 yards.
He was absolutely wide open. The fake play really forced the Eagles' defense to bite, and he was wide open.
So 1st and goal to go from the Husson 5. Trying to tie it up. Here's Wallace on the handoff, and he'll take it inside the 5. to the 3. Pickup of 2 on the play for Wallace.
Matt Pellerin on that tackle. But it's 2nd and goal to go. The Engineers trying to answer the big touchdown score by the Eagles. They're knocking on the door.
Williams will work from the shotgun. Wallace stands behind him. Ball is loose. It goes off his hands. He'll gather it up, and Husson will bring him down all the way back to the 12-yard line. It was a high snap, but I think Williams was kind of looking away at the time and had no choice but to dive on top of that ball.
And he had green jerseys. Perez was coming on one side, and see who was coming on the right side, but he had guys coming at him from the corner, and he just ducked down and took the loss.
Loss of 9 on the play makes it 3rd and goal to go from the 12. Williams in the shotgun, trips to the near side. High snap, pulls it down, has some pressure trying to get free. He'll take off running, gets tripped up inside the 10, and taken down on the play that time at the 7-yard line. And now it's going to be 4th down, and MIT is going to line up for the field goal.
This guy's pretty good, right?
Yeah. Tucker Shane is doing the kicking. He is 4 for 8 in field goal attempts this season, as long of 28. This is a 23-yarder. The kick is up, and it is good. And so MIT will get 3 of those points back, and with 4:37 to go in the first half, it's now 14-10, Husson in the lead after the Shane 23-yard field goal. And so Husson Eagles will get set to take the kickoff right after this. We'll take the timeout. It's the NCAA Playoffs on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
So the other morning, I pop into Dysart's restaurant for breakfast. Ordered my usual stack of their hot,
Alonzo Connor, the
pancakes. My server looked at me.
Hey, Dorian, how is the signal holding up?
Are you sure you don't want to try something different today?
Seems good.
Like what? I asked. And she says, like pumpkin pancakes? I nearly fell out of my seat. I love
Don't breathe too hard.
Bring them on.
I know.
As soon as they came to the table, that aroma brought back memories of autumn hayrides.
Because I hauled over to Thomas, he looked, and he was like, yeah, we're out now, too. They didn't realize
butter and maple syrup.
I think that's why they had Jason, somebody else came out.
Watch that ooey goodness drip down the sides and then dove into them like they were a pile of leaves on a crisp fall day. I'm telling you, there's nothing like Dysart's pumpkin pancakes. Available at Dysart's in Herman, just off exit 180, 24 hours a day, or at Dysart's on Broadway in Bangor from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday till midnight Friday and Saturday. Make sure you like Dysart's on Facebook to keep up on all things Dysart's. Dysart's, the way food should be. Come eat.
Your ticket to Husson University sports.
Let's get it going now. Let the dogs go.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and 92.9theticket.com.
Back at the Winkin Complex, Clem Labrie, Dale Duff along with you. 14-10 our score. Husson University leading MIT in this NCAA playoff game. The Husson Eagles, Shabash McIntosh returns the kickoff all the way up to the Husson 34-yard line, and Joe Sacaricia will lead the offense back out there again, scoring on their last possession, a 33-yard touchdown pass to Dion Wiggins to put Husson in the lead. They'll work from the I formation as Sacaricia goes under center. Turns, gives it off to Smith, hit in the backfield, keeps the feet moving, and will get himself a yard on the play. And did a good job just to do that. Just get back to the line of scrimmage was an accomplishment, because that one didn't look very pretty.
No, it didn't. It was kind of slow developing, and then he did get about a yard and a half on the play. Plenty of time before halftime here, just at the 4-minute mark and counting.
Shotgun formation this time. They'll hand it off to Smith. Nothing up the middle. Cuts to the near side, puts his head down, and will get himself over the 35-yard line to the 37. It's a pickup of 2 for Smith on his 19th carry of the day.
It's almost like the Engineers are daring Husson to throw the ball. It's like they're putting a lot of guys up at the line of scrimmage or close to the line of scrimmage to try to counter Smith. And here's one of those 3rd down and long plays where you're going to likely ask Sacaricia to do something.
On 3rd and 7, trips to the far side. Quick screen pass thrown to McIntosh, trying to make a move, can't do it. He's going to be swarmed over, and the Eagles are going to lose some big-time yards. In fact, they're going to lose about 5 on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they smelled that one out. I'll tell you what, they had 2 defenders right there. He caught the ball cleanly, and he just turns, and he had nowhere to go. There were white jerseys all over there, so that's 3 and out for the Eagles. And the punt team here on this side of the field, you're kind of kicking into the wind just a little bit. What do we got, a timeout on the field?
Yeah, I think MIT called the timeout there. And so the Husson punt team will come to the near side. Ryan Stroud does the kicking for the Eagles. Coach Gabby Price right down at him on the sideline, not happy with that offensive possession that time. They've done a decent job. John Smith has been the workhorse today. 19 carries in the game for 77 yards. His longest run was a 19-yarder. And had 2 runs back-to-back that were pretty good, 19 yards and 12 yards. But other than that, MIT has really bottled him up. It's easy to see why they're one of the top defensive teams in the country, along with the Husson Eagles. In fact, the MIT team cracked the top 25 national poll, the coaches poll, that is, this past week, making it up to number 24.
In the New England Division III poll here, the final poll, MIT was number 2 in New England. Husson was number 6.
Stroud gets the kick away, and it'll drop at the 38-yard line. It'll take an Eagle roll all the way inside the 30 at about the 29-yard line. And so that's where MIT will get the ball to start this possession, now trailing by 4 after getting a field goal on their last possession, a 23-yarder from their kicker, Tucker Shane.
This is a big 2 minutes and 59 seconds of the game. The Eagles have the lead. Can they play 3 minutes of defense here and keep MIT off the board and psychologically have that lead at the halfway mark? They will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, right?
Yes, they will, yep.
Because the opening kick was to MIT.
Shotgun formation for Williams, hands off to Wallace, and he takes a shot. Man, oh man, what a hit late on that time by the Husson Eagles. That was Xavier Wooten who made the tackle that time, and he just buried his helmet right into Wallace's ribs, who loses a yard on the play.
Clem, Wooten is 6'5", 335 pounds from Boston.
Yeah, I think Justin Wallace would attest to that, too. Here's Williams wanting to throw to the left side, and it's intercepted! Kenny Sweet with another interception, his 2nd of the game, and the Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 40.
It was a wobbly pass, and it was wobbly because the defense was coming down on the quarterback, Williams. I think it was Throckmorton who kind of got there at about the time he delivered the ball, and it was well short and picked off. And now the Eagles can maybe make something happen before halftime.
2nd pick of the day for the sophomore from Daring High. Here's Smith on the carry up the middle, and he'll get close to midfield, taken down at the 47-yard line. 7-yard pickup for the freshman running back.
That play was made by the rush, by the hurry of the quarterback, and I think it was Throckmorton there, 43, that was right there in the kitchen of the quarterback.
Shotgun formation for Sakaricha, hands it off to Smith again up the middle, and whoa, did Smith take a shot that time.
Ouch.
Not often you see him get hit and go backwards, but he did that play.
Bounces right up, the teammates give him a little help to get up. It would take me 3 days to get up after that here. Fact is, I wouldn't even bother to get up.
Yeah, I'm done. Let me know when it's over.
Come get me
stretcher.
Get me a stretcher. Oh,
some oxygen.
Man, what a hit.
2 yards on the carry, so it's going to make it 3rd and inches here for the Eagles. They'll work from the I formation. Sakaricha goes under center, takes the snap, gives it to Smith. He's got a hole, he's got the 1st down, and then some as he drives his way forward to the MIT 45-yard line. That's a 6-yard carry.
And they're going to keep the clock churning here, Clem. 1:20 and counting till halftime. And now the Eagles are in MIT territory here. They've got a timeout or two in their back pocket.
Twins split to both sides as Husson works from the shotgun. Here's Sakaricha wanting to throw, going to the right side, deep down the sideline, looking for Stroud, who reaches out but can't come up with it. Tried to reach over the defender, and it came up just a little bit short, and the pass goes incomplete.
I thought there was some contact down there, but I think it was a fair play in the sense that they were kind of letting. Look at the coach over there on that, the official on that side. He's barking away. There was contact on both parties, and I think the official says play on, and that's a good no call.
Well, yeah, that would be the incidental contact. They were both going for the football. Here's Sakaricha from the shotgun. Again wants to throw a quick pass to the left side, and that's going to go incomplete, looking for Wiggins. Wiggins was alone, but Sakaricha kind of threw it too low that time.
Well, yeah, and that's one of those passes. Every once in a while, he's a big guy. He kind of threw it off the back foot. He didn't really step into that throw. It's almost like he's got so much ability in his arm that he just says, I can fling that there. And that was short.
So 3rd and 10 now. Again, same play. This time it connects with Wiggins. Wiggins gets hit. The ball comes loose, and MIT covers it up.
Never had possession. Never had possession of the ball.
The officials are getting together now. There's still no indication. Husson's saying that it should be incomplete.
No, it's a. Well, I tell you what, he fumbled the ball. And who are they going to give it to?
I think they're going to say Husson football. You know what I think they're saying is that he recovered the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, the guy who went for the fumble, I didn't get his number. It was the ball trickled to the sideline. He never had possession. Timeout on the field here for the Eagles. Clem, it was a great catch. He turned it up and had plenty of first down yardage. And then he fumbled the ball. It kind of trickled to the left side toward this near out of bounds marker. And yes, the MIT guy got to the ball, but he never had possession as he slid out of bounds, trying to kind of corral the fumble. I think that's absolutely the right call. I know MIT might not like it, but we had a perfect angle on it here. And, you got to have control of the fumble, right? Before you go out of bounds if you're the defensive player,
right.
And he did not.
Otherwise, it's just like the ball rolling out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's like a fumble, and nobody has possession, so who had possession last? It was Husson. And they get the ball, and they're knocking on the door here with 53 seconds to go till halftime. How about that?
Wow.
It's the right call.
It is.
It is absolutely the right call.
Joe Farrell, the wide receiver, checks into the game. He'll split to the far side along with Hartley. McIntosh and Wiggins to the near side. Out of the shotgun, they hand off to Smith. Smith running off left guard, takes it inside the 30-yard line. And they're going to blow the whistles as the clock will stop with 47 seconds and a timeout called by the Husson Eagles.
Now, thinking field goal here perhaps or whatever, Josh Gray, right, from Bucksport is the kicker, Clem. Pretty good.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 on the season in field goal kicks. His longest was 28 yards, and he does have a leg. There's no question about that.
Well, right now the ball is at the 29-yard line, so if you back that up 7 yards to, let's say, let's move it back to the 36. So right now you're talking 46, 47 yards maybe, something like that.
Yep.
Probably got to get a little closer.
So out of the timeout, they'll split 2 to each side. Sakaricha from the shotgun. Smith stands to his right. Sakaricha to throw. Going to the right sideline. There's collision. The ball's picked off. Taken by MIT. They'll race it up the far sideline. Look out. They're going to try to take this one all the way. One man to beat, and John Smith will bring him out of bounds.
I thought I saw a flag on the play, Clem, too, way back at the beginning of the play.
I think Husson would like to see that. I mean, there's no question that there was a collision, and Joe Farrell, the wide receiver, collided with the defender that time and went down.
Husson.
It is.
It's offsides. It's offsides against MIT right at the beginning of the play. I thought I saw a yellow hanky go up in the air, but then everything happened and I kind of lost sight of it. But that play is like it didn't even happen.
Right.
They're going to move the ball 5 yards closer for the Eagles, and they'll replay second down. What a break for the Eagles.
Well, that's 2 breaks for the Eagles on this possession. Question is, can they turn it into points? Still 33 seconds left on the clock as they put the ball down at the MIT 24-yard line. Hartley splits to the far side. Stroud and Wiggins to the near side. Now Farrell comes into the game. He'll split to the far side. Sakaricha lines him up in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, looks over the middle, looking over the middle, and it's picked off! Thrown to the defender that time, picked off by Cameron Wagner, the linebacker, as he tried to connect with Hartley. Didn't have enough air underneath it, and MIT takes it away.
Yeah, he just, Sakaricha was trying to squeeze it in there between the up defender, which was Wagner, the linebacker, who had dropped back into coverage, and the DB behind Hartley, and he just couldn't squeeze it in there. That's one of those forced passes that sometimes happens with Sakaricha. And now let's see if MIT maybe takes a knee and just gets to halftime here. What do you bet?
Nope, they're going to hand it off to Wallace, and Wallace bounces it up to the 9-yard line.
Conservative play here, but I think they'll, first of all, they're out of timeouts, I think, and that's going to take us to the half.
Yeah, they're just going to, 14 seconds left on the clock, and they're not going to run another play. They'll let it tick down here and go into the locker room trailing by 4. And so we'll see if that comes back to haunt the Eagles. That was their first turnover of the game. That interception by Sakaricha. MIT has turned it over twice, as they have thrown 2 interceptions on the afternoon. And so the teams will head into the locker rooms with Husson leading 14-10.
Don't you just love NCAA playoff action? Doesn't it just have the feel? These two teams know. It's like a step up even from last week when Husson knew it had to win the game to win the conference. It's like another step up. Everybody knows that the other guys are good players too, and NCAA playoff teams, and this is a great game.
It's exactly what you hope for in a playoff game, and we're getting treated to a pretty good one here this afternoon. So 14-10 our score. Don't go away. We've got a lot coming up here at halftime. We'll talk some high school football, recap of last night's Class C state championship game, and much more coming your way. It's live coverage of the NCAA playoffs, Husson and MIT on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
Everyone knows that the best deals of the year are available on Black Friday, but no one wants to stand in line and fight the crowds. At Darling's, we want to make sure you get an amazing deal without all of the hassle. So we made Black Friday a 3-week sale. Now through December 11th, choose from over 300 specially marked vehicles in stock and receive a $1,000 MasterCard gift card with your purchase, just in time for the holidays. Use it to buy gifts, treat yourself to a new TV, or even a tank of heating oil. You can use your $1,000 gift card anywhere MasterCard is accepted. Every vehicle at each and every Darling's location is eligible for a gift card of at least $500, with over 300 eligible for the full $1,000 amount. Drive through any Darling's location and check the amount on the front plates to see how much you...
Bangor
for the Eagles. Sakarica takes the snap, hands it off to Smith up the middle. The hole closed in a hurry that time. Ball is loose, but they're going to blow that play dead. They're going to say he was down. You could hear the whistles as soon as he hit the ground. And so Husson will maintain possession. He took a shot, though. There was a big hole right in the middle of that line. And as he got there, it closed in a hurry. And so Husson with the football, 3rd down and 7 from the MIT 20. Husson leading 14-10. Sakarica takes a snap, pass pressure, lets it go. Flags come down as the ball is thrown incomplete. Flags on the far sideline as Stroud was the intended receiver. We'll see what the call is here.
Wagner was right in on Sakarica, gave him a real shot as he delivered that ball. Wagner is see where he's a middle linebacker. He's on a lot of plays.
And so it looks like penalty might be on Husson. Looks like they were talking to the MIT sideline.
Yeah, they're declining the penalty.
Yeah, it's an illegal shift on the Eagles. It is declined, and it's going to be 4th down. And Husson's going to go for it here. 4th and 7 from their own 20.
Yeah, let's see here. So if it's at the 20, you back that up 7 yards to kick it from there, and so that would make it a 37-yard field goal a try. So they go for it instead.
Shotgun formation, empty backfield. Trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Sakarica under pressure, airs it out. That's going to fall incomplete. He had to let that thing go. He was hit as he released it. As MIT was able to get on him in a hurry, and the ball turns over to the Engineers.
That was a blitz from this right side, and he came in unabated and just blasted Sakarica as he threw it. So the Eagles cannot capitalize on the fumble on the punt, and they turn it over on downs to MIT.
So on 1st and 10, Williams from the shotgun turns, hands it off. Goldsberry up the middle, and Goldsberry has a nice carry on what was a busted play. Williams turned to his left to hand it off. Goldsberry was running to the right. They eventually connected, and Goldsberry is able to get 6 yards on the carry.
Interesting, Goldsberry all the way over from Colorado to Boston and MIT.
Yeah, they get a lot of kids from all over the country. Here's a high snap. They'll hand it off. And it's going to be Wallace up the middle, shakes one tackle, shakes a second, gets up over the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down carry as he gets 7 on the play.
Yeah, they were one of the features on the Today Show this morning there. Peter Williams, their quarterback, they were telling that they said that their quarterback's a rocket scientist, and they were saying, no, really, he's studying to be a rocket scientist.
Well, he wants to air it out this time and is going to overthrow his intended receiver, Goldsberry, threw that one into open space. Incomplete. You didn't get that one, did you?
I did. I did. Open space. Yeah.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
You're so smart, you should be at MIT.
Yeah. They wouldn't let me sweep the floors at MIT.
2nd and 10 for the Engineers.
Now,
2nd down.
We do have to give a call out, though. Our colleague, Bruce Anderson, who is with us on High School Basketball Reports, his son is an MIT grad.
Clearly takes after his mom. Dad would have nothing to do with that. Here's a run to the left side, and Husson all over it. A big loss on the play, back to the 30-yard line. That's a loss of 7 for Wallace.
Yeah, that's a big play. Now it's a huge 3rd down play. Boy, you can just get the sense that the defenses are just picking it up a notch. Now, can the Eagles force them to go 3 and out here?
3rd and 17. Williams sends a man in motion to the near side. It's Goldsberry. Looks to throw. Hustle and pressure, and they're going to take him down. Big sack. They blitzed off the corners. And a big sack for the Husson Eagles. as Derek Walbridge busted in from the left side and took down Williams, and MIT has to kick it away.
Boy, they sent him on the blitz, and he came in untouched, and Williams had nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. A big defensive play, and maybe some good field position coming.
Low kick is going to bounce at the 45. It'll take an MIT roll into Husson territory as the ball rolls to the 43-yard line. And Husson will go to work on offense here with 10:17 to play in the third quarter. And the Eagles leading by a 14-10 score.
What a playoff game. What a playoff game here. You can just feel it as it gets deeper in the game. The defense ratchets it up, and every play becomes so much more important.
Sakaricha from the shotgun, hands off to Smith, bounces it to the left side, has some space to run, takes it into MIT territory, down inside the 45-yard line. That's a first down carry on the first play of the possession by John Smith.
He just gets to that corner, and when he does, he just cut it back, just lowered the right shoulder enough to sneak through a hole, and he's gone for 8 yards more right there. What a runner.
120 yards right now for John Smith on the afternoon. He'll take a pitch this time running right side, gets a block and tries to cut it inside, and is taken down by the linebacker Cameron Wagner, the all-conference defensive player in the New England Football Conference.
He is a player too. You can see why he's all conference there. He's in on everything. And that play, Smith tried to cut it back inside. There was nothing on the outside, and as it turns out, there was really nothing on the cutback either, because Wagner was right there.
Twin split to the far side. Wiggins to the near side. Sakaricha on a rollout, tucks it away, and he goes. Look out! Here he goes to the 30, to the 20, inside the 20, pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. It's a first down carry for Sakaricha, and the Husson Eagles will have the ball first down and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I love that play. Give the ball to Smith. Give the ball to Smith. Give the ball to Smith. And then every once in a while, fake the give and the rollout and those long strides of Sakaricha, the quarterback.
First and 10 to the MIT. 24 yards on the carry. They'll hand it off up the middle. Smith has no room to run and will just pop it around the right end and get a yard, maybe two on the carry.
How many carries for him now, Clem?
Well, he's now up to 29 carries.
Gonna sleep well tonight, huh?
123 yards. He's
hard-earned yards. I mean, look, he's the bread and butter. There's no, they run to kind of set up a few pass plays, but he's the man.
On second down and 9, Sakaricha hands it off to Smith. Has pressure in the backfield, bounces it to the right side, and will take it down to the 15. Smith on the carry. And it'll be third down now for the Eagles.
This is the second time now here in this third quarter where they have been in the red zone. Clem, they could not convert. Remember, they had to turn it over on downs after they got the short field on the fumbled punt by MIT. How many chances are you going to get in the red zone if you do not score here?
On 3rd and 7, Sakaricha going to the end zone for Wiggins, reaches up and cannot come away with it. Batted away at the last second. It goes incomplete and brings up fourth down.
Now the question is, are you close enough to try a field goal by Josh Gray? Doesn't look like there's any movement sending the kicker.
No, I saw Gray. He was wearing warm-up pants. He just took those off on the sidelines, but he's staying put right down here, almost in front of us.
So that's at the 15-yard line. That'd be, 32-yard field goal. But they go for it. 4th down and 7.
From the shotgun, Sakaricha keeps it himself. Up the middle, puts his head down, and he's going to come up short of a first down. In fact, he won't even be close. And for the second straight possession, the Eagles turn it over on downs.
Well, let's see if these two possessions come back to haunt at some point. They got in the MIT red zone and could not score. And, the first time I think it would have been probably too long a field goal try. This one, too, would have been a long one. But the good news is they have pinned the Engineers deep in their own territory to start this drive.
Shotgun formation for Williams. Takes the snap, hands off to Wallace. No, keeps it himself. Has pressure, and he'll be sacked. And guess what? It's Matt Pellerin in the backfield again. His second sack of the afternoon.
He didn't quite get him down, but he got him off balance enough. And as Williams tried to escape from the ankle tackle, he went down off balance, and it is a sack, and that's a big play by the kid from Levitt High School.
5-yard loss on the play, and now Wallace, the tailback, stands on the goal line. From the shotgun formation, Williams gets the snap and hands it off to Wallace, running left side, has some room to run, picks his way through, and gets to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, and gets a couple of yards on top of that. All the way up to the 17-yard line.
Going to set up a 3rd and long, though, Clem. This is a big play for both sides. Again, it's a field possession game here with a 4-point lead for the Eagles. Can they pin them again here on 3rd down?
Trip split to the near side. Williams takes the snap, drops straight back. Looks over the middle, it's going to be complete, and it's a 1st down reception for MIT. Nathan Verratti with the catch that time, and the chains will move for the Engineers.
That time the Eagles did not blitz anybody, and Williams was able to get a little extra time, wait for the pass play to develop, and open up in the middle, and it's a 1st down for the Engineers.
From their own 27, wanting to throw is Williams. Deep down the middle, ball is there. It's going to be complete all the way inside the 35-yard line. The reception, Stolzenberg with his second big catch of the day, and MIT is cooking here with 5:43 to go in the 3rd.
Well, Williams stepped into that throw. It was right on a line, right over the defender and right into the arms of his receiver. That's just a great play by the Engineers.
Some defense on their heels. Hand off to Wallace, running left side, and gets upended after a pickup of 6 on the play. Make it 7 as they spot the ball at the 23-yard line.
And they go to this hurry-up offense, Clem. You can tell every time they kind of get on a little bit of a roll, they quickly develop into this no-huddle thing here and look over quickly to get the sign and get ready to go to keep the Husson defense on its heels.
2nd and 2. Goldsberg comes in motion. They hand off to Wallace. He's got the 1st down as he gets to the 20 and taken down there.
To the 20.
He gets 3 yards on the play, and it's a 1st down for the Engineers.
Boy, what a difference, huh? They had them 3rd and long, and now they're on the Eagles' 20-yard line. How things can change in a hurry.
Twins split to the near side. Williams takes the snap, rolls to the near side, looking into the end zone, goes for the short man. It's going to be complete at the 11, caught by Stolzenberg. And it's a 9-yard completion, making it 2nd and a yard.
He does a great little play fake there on the handoff to the guy up the gut. The defense bites, and he rolls to the outside, and there's nobody to chase him down to even put any pressure on.
On 2nd and 1, Wallace has the 1st down carry as he brings it all the way to the 6-yard line. And so it's a 5-yard pickup for Wallace. And it's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Engineers from the 6, trying to see if they can get their first lead of the game. They trail it 14-10. Williams from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Husson with some pressure. Throws to the right side. It's complete to Goldsberg, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Kenny Sweet was there on the coverage and just missed the ball. It's 6 for the Engineers, and they go in front 16-14.
Yeah, he was between the quarterback and the receiver. He jumped the route, almost came up with the pick. It's one of those do-or-die things. If you don't get the pick, you give up the 6, and he did.
Now Shane for the extra point try. The kick is up, and it is good. And so, for the first time today, MIT has the lead in this NCAA tournament game, 17-14. The kickoff is next on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
Rudman Winchell is a full-service law firm serving the people, businesses, and communities of Maine. With our vast legal resources and more than 30 attorneys located in Bangor, we're a true strategic partner with the clients we serve. Rudman Winchell is also proud to support our community, from local nonprofit organizations and charity events to our local sports teams, including the Husson Eagles. Rudman Winchell, counselors at law, serving the people, businesses, and communities of Maine since 1917 from our main office in Bangor. Visit RudmanWinchell.com to learn more and to learn about Maine's only local online estate planning service.
The Husson Eagles play here.
Here we go, defense! Here we go, play!
Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. And 92.9theticket.com.
Don't stop, you got him up on your wall!
Clem LeBrie, Dale Duff with you at the Winkin Complex as MIT with their first lead of the game, 17-14, getting set to kick it away to the Eagles. And it'll be a low kick. It'll drop at the 20 and be picked up by Walton. Walton races it up to the 30, the 35, to the 40, where he's taken down there, as Dylan Walton with the return that time for Husson, giving the offense pretty good starting position here with 3:49 to go in the third quarter.
Boy, it's been an interesting third quarter here. The Eagles have had the ball in the end zone 2 times and could not score. Turned the ball over on downs, and the Engineers, on a big third down and long, convert and then march down the field and score and grab the lead.
Handoff goes to Smith, and Smith has no room to go. No gain on the play that time on his 31st carry of the day.
Matthew Nicolai, linebacker from New York, and just a freshman, makes the tackle there, stopping Smith. It'll be interesting to see how the Eagles handle things here, Clem, for trailing for the first time today. They scored basically, what was it? Was it the first play on offense from MIT or the second play on the pick six?
It would have been the second play.
And this is the first time that they trail.
Here's Sakaricha, throws it to the right side. It's complete to Hartley at the MIT 40. Threw it behind the defender, and Hartley went up and pulled it down for the first down reception.
That's just a mismatch. We've told you how tall, how big Josiah Hartley is. He got out there on a little short DB, and he went up and got the jump ball. And that's just a mismatch, kind of like Gronk, right?
Yeah.
For the Patriots taking on somebody.
22-yard reception for Hartley, his second of the day. Now Stroud split to the near side, Wiggins to the far side. They hand it off to Smith. Smith gets hit and taken down. Again, no room to run, and again, got tripped up by his own quarterback on that exchange. They'll give him a yard on the carry, and it's going to be second down and 9.
Plenty of time, third quarter clock, just over 2 minutes and counting. And we'll have a reset on the clock, I think, right?
Yeah, play clock.
Play clock. They're going to start it at 25, and now they wind it down.
Out of the I formation as Sakaricha goes under center. Lots of movement up front. And this is on the Eagles based on the reaction. And they're walking the other way. It is a false start on Husson.
Smart play by MIT. They saw the flinch and they jumped, and that's caused by the offense. So move it back 5 yards.
So it'll be second and 15 now for the Eagles. McIntosh and Wiggins to the near side split out. Hartley and Stroud to the right side. Sakaricha takes the snap, wants to throw, has pressure, pulls the ball down, takes off running to the near sideline, and will be pushed out of bounds. And depending on the spot, he might have lost some more yards. He did. He lost 2 more yards on the play. Good pursuit that time by MIT. They got in the backfield, and Sakaricha had no time to look for a receiver.
Yeah, he was on the run, and briefly, he had a man open, but he couldn't get his body turned in time, and I think that's about all he could do was scramble and see what he could get out of the play.
3rd and long now for the Eagles. Sakaricha to throw to the right side, gets hit as he releases it. Ball is complete. Stroud with the reception up to the 35-yard line. It'll be well short of a first down by about 7 yards.
I think they're going to go for it here, too, at this position of the field. And they will. Sakaricha and company stay out there.
I tell you what, though, you don't get it here on 4th down. As we go inside of a minute to go in this 3rd quarter, MIT's going to be sitting pretty. Twin split to both sides. Sakaricha from the shotgun. Drops straight back, looks to his left, going for Wiggins. Pass too high, off his fingertips, out of bounds, and the Engineers get the ball on downs.
Well, he was open, and he just the ball just kind of fluttered, I think, on Sakaricha a little bit, and ended up high. He was open. I think he would have been enough for a first down. But it matters not. For the 3rd time in a row, the Eagles turn the ball over on downs.
1st and 10 for the Engineers. So 1st and 10 for MIT at their own 36-yard line. And Williams hands it off. Goldsberg with the carry. He's got a big seam as he gets up to the 45, past the 45 to the 47-yard line. That's a 12-yard run and a first down.
Boy, lately this MIT offensive line is controlling the line of scrimmage, and they are busting open some pretty big holes.
Williams with Wallace standing behind him in the backfield. He'll give it to Wallace, up the middle, bounces off one tackle, gets by another, takes it in Husson territory all the way down to the 43-yard line. And it's another first down carry for the Engineers.
They have got Big Mo on their side. They don't need to run a play here before the quarter break. They may snap one, though. No, they're not.
Williams in the shotgun. And that will do it. Whistles blow as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And so they'll switch it around here as we go to the final 15 minutes of this game. MIT leading 17-14. It's the NCAA Playoffs, and the 4th quarter is next on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
John, have you set up the inspections on the house?
You want a minute, right?
Roof?
Yes.
Electric?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yes. Foundation?
Yes.
Sewer line inspection?
Sewer line inspection?
John, do you know how much it costs to replace a sewer line? Not to mention losing our beautiful lawn, flowers, and trees if we don't do the inspection before we buy the house. Thousands, John, thousands. Don't be lazy, John. Call Nichols Plumbing. They do sewer and plumbing. They even do video inspections.
Nichols Plumbing and Heating can take care of all your plumbing needs. They can even use trenchless technology for commercial, industrial, and residential customers to perform drain line replacement without digging.
John, they can even winterize our summer camp. Call them, John. 989-1533.
Nichols Plumbing and Heating, 26C.
You've got 10 seconds to the phone.
Or visit them at nichols-plumbing.com. Nichols Plumbing and Heating, keeping jobs working.
And out of trouble.
For 30 years. 989-1533.
The Ticket.
We ain't no excuses. Let's go. Battles is right up front. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up front. They filling us out. Take the fight to them.
This is Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and Husson Eagles football.
Let's go.
Clem Brady, Duff with you at the Winkin Complex as we start the 4th quarter. On the first down carry, no gain for MIT. On 2nd down, Williams wants to throw, rolls out to his right, it's complete. Esperanza with the reception that time, and it's a first down reception all the way down to the Husson 32-yard line.
That's great ball faking by Williams on the play action thing here to this side. He rolls to the other side, and he's got an open receiver, and he catches.
So MIT driving again, just underway in this 4th quarter. Williams hands it off up the middle, and Goldsberg with the carry that time. And he'll take it right through the middle of that Husson defensive line and pick up 4 yards on the play.
continue to go back, Clem, to the third quarter when Husson had 2 possessions in the red zone and came up empty. Oh, what a big play those things may turn out to be.
On 2nd and 6, Williams hands it off to Wallace up the middle, really running hard, trying to get to that first down marker. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short as the officials come in at about the 15-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down now as MIT quickly gets to the line of scrimmage. Now they put in a couple of new players there offensively. 3rd and 2 for the Engineers.
3rd and 2 from the 15.
Williams from the shotgun. Trips to the near side. Sends a man in motion. Goldsberry hands off to Wallace. Wallace up the middle trying to get that first down. And it's going to be very close. The official on the far sideline is running in right on the line. Looks like he's short.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he gained anything on it there by the looks of the stick. Now, guess what? They're going to go for it here, too. Everybody's going for it on 4th down. It's the playoffs, baby.
4th and a yard for MIT at the Husson 14-yard line. Twins split to both sides. Wallace in the backfield. Williams takes the snap. Gives it to Wallace. Hit in the backfield. And taken down for a loss on the play.
Step on dance. Oh, what a play. Did he bust that one up in a hurry and made a surefire tackle at the ankles. And now it's MIT in the red zone and giving it up on downs. Big, big play.
Defensive Player of the Year in the ECFC, and one of the seniors for this Husson Eagles team. And so that's a big stop with 12-11 to go in the game. Husson gets the football from the shotgun. They hand it off to Smith up the middle, and Smith will get it to about the 20-yard line. So 4 yards on the carry that time for Smith.
The Eagles need a sustained drive here now. A, they need to get some points on the board because they're down by 3, but B, get their defense a little rest too.
Hartley and Stroud split to the near side. Wiggins to the far side. Zakaricha wants to throw on 2nd down. Throws it deep to the near side. Flags come in. Stroud is thinking that it's on MIT. They had coverage there, and there's no question there was contact.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I think it was Coach Clark, somebody got in there too, because Stroud was kind of giving a defender the business. And the coach came in and said, get back to the huddle. We don't need any personal fouls there. It is on MIT, and that's going to be a Eagles first down.
Penalty on Seth Studebaker. He's a sophomore. He came in for the injured Ty Ellis, who left the game early in the first quarter after he took a couple of shots from running back John Smith. So it'll make it 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their own 35-yard line. Zakaricha hands off to Smith. Smith picks his way through the line of scrimmage. Nice run up to the 45. That looked like it was going to go for no gain, and he's able to get a first down carry.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where he kind of juked to the right and then juked to the left and then juked back and cut up through the middle and just slithered through that hole and picked up some great yardage for the Eagles.
Some fans making some noise here at the Winkin Complex. Shotgun formation for Zakaricha. Takes the snap, hands off to Smith. Smith uses the stiff arm, gets to the sideline, and gets into MIT territory at the 49-yard line. 6 yards on the carry for Smith, who has used that stiff arm effectively on a few occasions today.
He has a great running game of power and speed and the ability to cut on a dime. No wonder why he was the Rookie of the Year in the conference. He's had a big game today, too, in the playoffs.
2nd down and 4. Zakaricha from the shotgun. Hands off to Smith. Smith changes direction at the line of scrimmage, pushes the pile backwards to about the 46-yard line, which looks like it'll be about a yard short of a first down.
Kind of interesting that time. He ducked down low, tried to sneak through like a tunnel, and picked up some pretty good yardage. Third and short. Oh, don't leave it up to another fourth down call, please.
Wiggins splits to the near side, Stroud to the far side, out of the I formation this time. Sakaricha hands it off to Smith, bobbled the handoff, has possession, and now gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. And I'll tell you what,
he didn't get there.
He didn't get there, and not only that, but he was wrapped up around the knees and got bent back the wrong direction. That was ugly looking.
Looks like he's okay, right? He's up. And now, Clem, they're going for it again.
Fourth and less than a yard.
At the 46-yard line. Oh my, big play.
Husson fans come to their feet at the Lincoln Complex. Out of the I formation, it's a sneak by the quarterback Sakaricha, and he's got the first down.
Tom Brady right there, huh? Little quick snap before the defense could get set. He read it perfectly, went just to the right side of his center, and he's 6'6" to start with, and he got the first down on fourth down. That is a big play. Put a marker next to that play to keep this drive going for Husson.
First and 10 from the MIT 44. From the shotgun, quick out to Smash McIntosh, incomplete. Let him a little bit too much. It'll fall to the turf and bring up second down.
I'm not sure he was ready for the pass. He kind of at the last minute looked over there, and I don't know whether that was just like a safety valve pass that he maybe didn't think was coming his way.
I think he just ran it a little bit too quick. Didn't look any defenders off. He immediately turned and threw it that direction. Twins split to both sides now on second and 10. They'll hand it off to Smith. Smith takes on a couple of linebackers and takes it to the 41-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup and bring up third down and 7.
That Mitch Turley 45 and Rustin 55 in on that tackle. Boy, those two middle linebackers there, Wagner and Emberley, they're sitting back, and if Smith gets through the line, they're right there to wrap up.
Now a collision in the backfield. Smith takes the handoff and is going to go down for a loss. How many times today have we seen Smith and Sakaricha run into each other? I've never seen anything like this.
Don't believe it. I just don't believe what is happening here. And it just throws the timing off, and you're off balance in just a split second. Allows the defense to react. They're going for it again on fourth down. Stop me if you heard it before.
4th and 7 from the shotgun. Sakaricha, straight back drop, throws to the near sideline to Hartley. It's complete. It's a first down reception at the 26-yard line.
I love going for it on fourth down. Wow. I'll tell you what, Sakaricha's made a couple of iffy throws, but he dropped that one into the hole, didn't he? To the big fella Hartley, who has become a big factor here today.
He's got 3 receptions, 22 yards, 22 yards, and 15 yards, and 2 of those 3 catches were for first downs. Sakaricha goes under center, pitches the ball to Smith running near side. Smith turns the corner to the 15 and pushed out of bounds. Good block that time out in front by the offensive player of the year in the conference, Alex Young.
See, I like that play too. That gets Smith to the outside, but Clement gets him to the outside faster. And when he can get out there, he can power his way. This is a second down and short. And guess what? Husson is in the red zone again.
That was the 40th carry of the day for John Smith. On second and a yard, he'll take the pitch and will get the first down yardage as he takes it inside the 15-yard line to the 14.
Just enough. He did not try to cut it up or anything like that. He just said, I'm putting the shoulder pads down, and I'm going to get that 1.5 yards needed and get a fresh set of downs. Clem, the clock becomes a little bit of factor here. We're almost halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 6:59 to play as Sakaricha brings them to the line of scrimmage in the I formation. Smith gets another carry, bounces it to the right side, takes it inside the 10, and that time rolled up on the back of his wide receiver, Ryan Stroud, and they're both slow to get up. Stroud was putting a block over there. Stroud now up. Smith is slow to get up. I tell you what, he's got to be feeling it. That's carry number 42 today.
Man, oh man, you talk about carrying the load. He's going to come out of the game. Logan Stewart is coming in. And let's see what they look in for the play. They're trying to get personnel in there. Got still plenty of play clocks. 15 seconds to break out.
McIntosh and Wiggins split to the far side. Twins to the near side. Now Gabby Price calls timeout. It's going to be a penalty on Husson. They had too many men on the field as McKinnon came running off, but they were already broken the huddle, and so that is a penalty. And a costly one at that, in a crucial spot on the field.
Oh boy. You know what? That happened before, Clem, in one of our other broadcast games. That same thing happened.
So it'll now be second down and 11 from the 14.
So instead of a reasonable and a manageable second down and 6, now you got second down and long. By the way, a field goal ties the game.
That's right. Twins split to both sides. Sakaricha takes the snap, throws to the left into the end zone for McIntosh, and it's caught! McIntosh comes down with the football. No, it's Wiggins! Wiggins with his second touchdown catch, and Husson goes back in front with 5:37 to play. It's 20-17.
Oh, what a play by Wiggins! It was another one of those drop throws by Sakaricha, and Wiggins, 6'1", went out and got the ball and gave the Eagles the lead.
Josh Gray's extra point try is blocked. It goes under the crossbar, and it'll stay a 3-point lead. 20-17, 5:37 to play in this game. Don't go anywhere. We're back right after this. It's the NCAA Playoffs, and it's live on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
Darling's 3-week Black Friday sale is going on now through December 11th at Darling's VW in Bangor, where you can get amazing deals on... with your purchase during Darling's 3-week Black Friday sale.
The Husson Eagles play here.
Here we go, defense! Here we go, you play!
Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. And 92.9theticket.com.
Don't stop, you got it up on your wall!
Eagles kick the ball away. It's going to be returned from the 15-yard line. Goldsberry brings it all the way up to the 35. And the MIT offense will come back out onto the field trailing once again. But important extra block because it's only a 3-point lead, and we've already seen Tucker Shane kick a field goal already today. And he's been pretty good on the season. He is now 5 of 9 in field goal tries. Still a lot of time left, 5.5 minutes to go, but that could prove to be a big play.
Defense for the Eagles now.
Goldsberry in the backfield right now. Williams wants to throw. Looks to his left. Ball is up and it is caught. Esperanza with the reception as Williams threw it in there over the defender that time, Jordan Husson, and the reception goes all the way down to the Husson 41-yard line.
Boy, that Esperago, he came in with 39 receptions, over 500 yards catching this year. You can see why. Oof. Williams throws a good ball too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's going to hand it off to Goldsberry this time. Runs around the right end of the line, all the way down to the 35. And it's going to be a 7-yard pickup, making it 2nd and 3. I don't know. I don't see Wallace out there, the running back. In fact, now I do see him. He is on the sidelines, and he is sitting on a training table with no helmet on. That is not a good sign. Here's Williams to throw to the right side, and it is in and out of the hands, incomplete. Had the receiver that time, Chris McPherson, but he couldn't hang on.
Marquise Jimenez was there defensively, but he was beaten as he tried to turn the receiver, as he tried to turn and catch. He dropped the ball. I think you're going to see a lot of passing here if Big Wallace, their running back, is on the bench.
3rd down and 3. Husson needs a stop here. Here's Williams to throw over the middle. It's complete. Ball knocked loose. It's on the ground. And who comes away with it? No indication from the officials. And now they say it's Husson football. The defense causes another turnover. Rick Orio comes out of the pile with the football, the 3rd takeaway of the day, and the Eagles go back on offense.
Big time hit by Husson. First the fumble. I don't think it was going to be a first down play, but he didn't have enough yardage, but it popped free, and the Eagles swarmed all over it. And now, Clem, you move the chains a time or two, and you can run the clock down. Let's see what happens.
4:28 to go. They'll pitch the ball, and the play is blown dead. Flags come in from both sides. MIT pointing in Husson's direction, and it is a false start on the Eagles.
You could see, look, the left side of the line came up out of their stance about a second before the snap count there, and that backs the Eagles up 5.
Need to move the chains, but it's not as easy when you put yourself in a hole like that. So 1st down and 15 now, as they split 2 to the near side. Wiggins split to the far side left. Sakaricha in the shotgun, and now Coach Gabby Price calls timeout. And I don't know what happened there. Sakaricha was looking down at his plays or something on his wrist, and I think Gabby Price was concerned that somebody was not on the right page and couldn't put themselves in a position where they were going to lose some more yards.
You hate to burn a timeout like that, but at this stage of the situation, you got to make sure everybody's on the same page. You've already taken a 5-yard penalty, so it's 1st and 15. But the Eagles, with a 3-point lead, trying to just pick up a 1st down or 2. They don't need points. They need to move the chains.
1st down and 15. Out of the timeout, Sakaricha goes under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Smith. Smith spins off a tackle, brings it all the way out to the 39-yard line.
What a move. What a spinorama move by John Smith, huh?
Whew. 9 yards on the carry.
That makes it now 2nd down and reasonable here, Clem. Getting back the penalty yardage and a little more.
That's the balance we talk about with John Smith, the running back for the Eagles. He's able to bounce off tackles and pick up yards. 2nd down and 6 now. Smith gets the handoff again, running left side. He's got room out to midfield. It's a 1st down carry for the freshman. And the chains will move for the Husson Eagles as they spot it at the MIT 48.
Great job by the middle of that line, creating enough hole, and he just exploded through there. And now, Clem, they get to continue to run the clock. I think MIT is down to just 1 timeout left. I think they spent 2.
I think you're right.
They have spent at least 1, and now look at that clock, 3:20 and counting.
Shotgun formation. Sakaricha takes a snap, blitzes on. Smith takes the handoff, avoids 2 tackles, uses a stiff arm, and is pushed out of bounds at the MIT 45.
Yeah, he tried to cut it up. Smith did not want to get out of bounds. He wanted to keep the clock. Well, guess what? They are running the clock, Clem, so he did not get out of bounds.
No, they're going to say that he was down in bounds.
Okay, well, that's actually a break for the Eagles to run the clock. Now less than 3 minutes to go.
It was a 2-yard pickup on the play. Husson's going to need a couple of first downs here. They'll work from the shotgun formation. Twin split to the far side, Stroud to the near side. They hand it off to Smith. Smith up the middle and working hard as he gets over the 45-yard line to the 42. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup for Smith. It's now going to be 3rd down and 4.
They started the play clock, Clem. Once they set the clock or set the ball down, you've got 40 seconds. And the Eagles want to use every single second they can.
Husson fans coming to their feet with 2:13 to play. Out of the I formation, Sakaricha on the bootleg, running to the near side to the 40 and pushed out of bounds. Depending on the spot, it'll be close to a first.
He's very close. Look at Gabby Price jump up and down on Sakaricha, saying, "Good job, son." He got a first down.
5-yard carry.
They can talk on 4 plays. They can use the rest of the clock.
Now whistle, and the clock stops. A timeout call by MIT. That might have been one of the funniest sights of the year. To Gabby Price after the run by Sakaricha, went over to try to pat him on the head, but he had to try to jump up to reach him.
I'll tell you what, when you're 60 plus, it's hard to get up that high. Oh, what an atmosphere here at Husson University. The Eagles are a minute and 52 seconds away from continuing this historic season. They lead it by a slim 3 points.
20-17 with a minute 52 to play in the game.
Now, Clem, we'll have to see here. That is at least their second timeout. Now, they may have one more left in the bank. We'll see. MIT, that is.
Out of the timeout, Husson goes to the line of scrimmage in the I formation. Sakaricha will go under center. Takes the snap, gives it to Smith, and Smith won't have anything. In fact, he's going to lose a yard on the carry.
Ball security, and there is the timeout taken by MIT. And let's see if we can hear. It is a timeout, stops the clock at 1:45. And the question is, do they have any more ability here to stop the clock, Clem? It's going to be, 2nd down. I guess he actually lost a yard on the play, so it's going to be 2nd down and about 11. That's not important right now. What the Eagles want to do is move the clock.
Tell you what, John Smith, the freshman, has really been a key to this Husson offense all year. Today, he's carried the ball 47 times. He's got 191 yards rushing so far.
It's got to be a record, isn't it, for the amount of carries?
He's already set one record today. He became the school record holder for most yards rushed by a freshman in the season, breaking the old record set by Mike Prentice in the 2nd year of the program. Out of the timeout, 2nd down and 11 for the Eagles. Blitz is on. They go to Smith. Smith running around the left end. Got away from one tackle, not the second. He might have got the yard back that he lost and got to the line of scrimmage, and now a timeout is called by MIT. That's their last one.
I thought, sure, back in the 3rd quarter, they had used one of those timeouts. Maybe it was just one of those injury stoppages of plays. I could have sworn, but clearly they had all 3 timeouts, and it stops the clock at 1:40 to play in the game. Now, it's 3rd down and 10. You know the Eagles are going to keep the ball on the ground. And Clem, let's say they don't pick up the first down. You have to punt it away, right? And
I think so.
Make them go
Yes, you gotta try to. You can't give it to him right there. So we'll see what happens here on 3rd and 10. Husson's been able to come up with some big first down plays today. They've also missed on a couple.
Remember, MIT now cannot stop the clock. So whatever happens between this 3rd down play and the 4th down play, if there is a 4th down play, the clock will run at least 40 seconds.
They'll come to the line of scrimmage. I formation for Joe Sacaricia, who goes under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Smith. Smith bounces off a tackle, not the second. Now keeps the feet going, and we'll get a couple of yards on the play. In fact, they'll give him 4, but it's going to be 4th down and 6.
And the clock runs. We're down now to 1:23, Clem, and 30 seconds to go. So it'll be under a minute before the Eagles will have to punt this ball away. They might even take a penalty, 5 yards, and back it up, give them a little more room to punt. What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, no question. Because you don't want to kick it into the end zone either. 1:02 to go. The play clock winds down now. 5 seconds on it. And Gabby Price out there with the official. I think he's going to call a timeout with a couple seconds to go on it, and he does.
51.9 seconds. Now, do you punt it, Clint? Is it going to be just a short punt, or do you try to run it? Do you gain anything by trying to run the clock on 4th down, even if you don't get it? Or do you try to just punt it away to a corner and get it and pin them as deep as you can? Remember, when MIT gets the ball, they will have no timeouts to work with. Husson leading by 3 points, 20-17. What a finish to the first ever playoff game for both schools. They were evenly matched. I think the NCAA knew what they were doing when they set this game up.
I think you're exactly right. You looked at the numbers coming into this. Offensively, they did about the same. Defensively, they're about the same. Husson able to take the lead when Joe Sacaricia threw a 14-yard touchdown pass to Dion Wiggins, his second touchdown catch of the day. And it came with 5:37 to play in the game.
They're going to punt it away.
And so Stroud stands on the 45.
Back to return.
And no, they're going to fake it. Throckmorton, the up man, takes the snap, but he's going to come up short of the first down. And so MIT will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, again, it's one of those plays you're trying to trick them a little bit. You know, it probably helps MIT maybe 10 yards, would you say?
Yeah.
Instead of getting the ball at the 20, they get it at the 30.
48 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, Goldsberry goes in motion. Williams to throw, right over the middle. It's complete to Goldsberry at midfield into Husson territory, all the way down to the Husson 42-yard line.
Man, oh man, he jumped high in the air and was brought down by 3 guys. That's dangerous.
Clock runs, and they'll spike the ball to stop it with 36 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, that was a great pass play. Williams stood in there and made the pass play, and he caught the ball and had some running room. Remember, they only really need to get into field goal try situation here to tie the game.
2nd down and 10 now for MIT. 36 seconds left. Snap to Williams. Has some pressure. Gets the ball away to Goldsberry. At the 40, goes out of bounds, stopping the clock with 29 seconds left. And now a flag comes in.
Oh, dear.
At the end of the play.
That's going to be on Husson, I fear. After the play.
And And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike on Husson.
That's 15 yards. Oh, my. I don't know if something was said. I don't think, was there some pushing down there?
No, I think that might be on the bench. I think that might be on defense coordinator John Pritchard. He came running up, or there could have been a player there that said something too, but the official immediately threw that flag. Big time penalty. From the 21. 29 seconds left. Williams drops back to throw. Going to the end zone. Batted down! Batted down by Rick Orio. The sophomore got in there and swatted it to the ground.
One of the captains on the Eagles team saved the day there. I thought that pass was going to get complete. I'll tell you what, the Eagles, they give up 6 here, and all of a sudden MIT comes back to win it in the final minute. This one's going down to the wire.
24 seconds left. Williams fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, has some pressure, lets it go, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. And there's 24 seconds on the clock. Did the clock even... I don't think the clock started. There was 24.8 seconds left before the play.
Oh, man.
And there's still 24.8 seconds.
Yeah, and now the officials are going to converse, and they've got the play clock, or they've got it down on the field. Yeah, there's got to be time taken off.
Right.
And by the way, Ellis Throckmorton was the guy chasing after the quarterback, forcing him to get rid of the ball. And it was well out of bounds. I don't know. There now, we can't hear the official down there. He's telling the clock keeper to...
Yeah. Now he's giving signals because his microphone's not working down there on the field.
Probably the battery ran down because of the cold weather here today. I know... 18 seconds, I think, is what they're saying. And that's about right. Probably 6 seconds. 6-7 seconds off the clock. But this is so crucial that they need to make sure they get exactly the correct time. It appears to me, Clem, that a second or two is going to make a huge difference. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be 3rd down and 10. Now, if they don't get a first down here, Clem, can they kick a field goal to get this game tied and send it to overtime?
Right.
Keep that in mind, too.
Yeah, the Husson Eagles have played one overtime game this year, a game they won.
I'm not sure. Maybe the clock is frozen because they just can't get the clock to move. So I wonder if they're going to keep it on the field.
I think that's exactly right.
So the clock is like frozen at 24.8.
Now the fans, they're relaying the message up to the scorers box here. They're hollering up 18 seconds. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, their assistant coaches, the Husson assistant coaches, are right next to the clock operator. Yeah, they're announcing now, I think, that they're going to keep it on the field. MIT is at the line of scrimmage, ready to go, and so are the officials.
They have no timeouts left. 3rd down and 10. Clement, they don't get the first down. They can't afford to spike it. Right. Can they get somebody on in time to kick a field goal?
That's exactly right. They need to run something to the outside to get to the sidelines. Williams from the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back. Husson with some pressure, a little long pass complete to Goldsberry. He's hit by Throckmorton and taken down at the 22. They're trying to get the field goal unit out there. Shane is there. They've got it spot up. They're going to tee it up. 24. A 34-yard field goal try. The kick is up, and it is good. It is good. A 34-yard field goal has tied the game up at 20 apiece.
Wow. Unbelievable. I have never seen a field goal unit get on the field in that short a period of time and snap, kick, and get it to go. I mean, there were only, 18 seconds did they say? Or 16 seconds left. They ran the play, and then full unit on? Are you kidding me? In 16 seconds?
Well, I tell you what the key was there was the clock not working. They had all that time while they were trying to figure out if they can change the time on the clock. MIT spent that whole time getting their field goal unit out and ready to go. They had it all set. As soon as Goldsberry was tackled, they were already running out onto the field before Goldsberry even got off the turf.
All right, so the officials conference to make sure that they got the kickoff in time, and they do. It looks like the clock and the whole scoreboard's frozen because they can't even put the 3 points up on the board. This game is tied at 20, and we're not exactly sure how many seconds are left. There can't be more than 2 or 3 seconds left. I mean, if it was 16 or 18 seconds, they ran a little bubble screen play and the tackle, and they got the unit out on the field, the field goal unit out on the field. Now they're saying, Clem, that there is no time left, and the captains will meet at midfield and talk about overtime, because that's where we are now. It is overtime.
So this is, I tell you what. Oh, now the scoreboard's working. They just ran the time down to 18 seconds.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean, look, the official on the field is keeping the clock. Right. So he knows that. Did they get the kickoff in time? And clearly they did. There was no argument on that. So tip of the cap to the MIT engineers for getting on the field in time, and give credit to the kicker who made the field goal to tie the game at 20. And we're going to go to overtime next. Now, this is not your NFL overtime here. He gets a chance to run on offense. Somehow you just knew this was going to maybe come down to this. You give credit to MIT. They went to they had the ball at the 30-yard line, and in essence went down the field in time enough to get a field goal to tie. And so here we go to overtime.
So they're going to go to the far end of the field to our left, and it's going to be MIT football to start things off. They're going to spot the ball at the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. If they score, then Husson gets the football and gets a chance to match it, or take a lead, depending on what happens.
They do have the ability, of course, at the 25 to get a first down.
Williams will work from the shotgun, fakes the handoff, wants to throw over the middle to the end zone. It is deflected, incomplete. And Jordan Husson, Stephon Dance both there. Husson got a hand on the ball to knock it to the ground.
I thought he was going to pick it too. It stayed up in the air for a split second more, and I thought maybe he would have a chance to pick. Boy, this is where your field goal kickers come into play again too, right?
Sure does.
20-20 in overtime.
Williams takes the snap, hands off to Goldsberry. Goldsberry running to the right side, takes a shot as he gets to the 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 now for the Engineers.
And keep in mind, too, Justin Wallace, their main runner, is not in the game. He is out with an injury here after having a very good game.
On 3rd down, Williams takes the snap, rolls to the right, wants to throw, tucks it away. He's got first down yardage and taken down just outside the 10-yard line. And it'll be first down for the Engineers. 1st and 10, and they spot it at the...
Looks like the 14.
14, yeah.
So they can still get a first down without scoring here. Boy, the crowd has gone silent here. Everybody's standing, but it's silent because they can't believe what's happened here down the stretch.
Amazing turn of events. Williams from the shotgun. Goldsberry behind him in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw, scrambles away, now rolls to his right, throws it to the end zone, and it is touchdown! He caught it in the far corner. The officials got together to make sure it is a touchdown for MIT, and they take the lead 26-20. The reception that time by Steve Esparago.
Great job by the quarterback Williams to roll out, keep the play alive. He waited, got into the coffin corner, and Esparago has been his man today.
Now the extra point try by Shane is good. And so MIT takes the lead on the first possession of overtime, 27-20. And now Husson will bring their offensive unit out there, and they'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
And simply put, to keep the game going, the Eagles have to score, and in order to go for the tie, they would need to kick the PAT. That's how it works in college football overtime.
They'll hand it off to Smith, running right side. MIT will stretch out and for a gain of about 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down now and 8 for the Eagles.
The clock is not a factor here in overtime, just zeros up there. The only clock that matters is the play clock. And you've got those 40 seconds to get ready for that next play here. But the Eagles must score here in overtime to tie.
Shotgun formation for Sakaricha. Throws it to the right side. It's complete to Stroud. Breaks a tackle, trying to get to the 1st down marker. And it is a 1st down for the Eagles. 9 yards on the reception. Official got taken out on the play as well.
Oh boy, he did too, didn't he?
And so too did the linebacker for MIT. That's Cameron Wagner.
Oh man, he's been everywhere in the middle of the middle linebacker there. Actually, yeah, it is him. He's a big guy in the middle.
Now whistle for an equipment issue for one of the MIT players.
I still can't believe how quickly they got their field goal unit out there on the field. I have never seen that so fast.
That was amazing. Now they're blow the whistle to reset the play clock. Oh, and the play clock to 25. Sakaricha out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Smith up the middle, and Smith will get a couple of yards. 2 yards on the play.
In the Eagles, much like MIT, they're in the same situation. They can still pick up a 1st down without scoring here. They will need to get to about the 5-yard line.
Twins split to both sides now on 2nd down and 8. Sakaricha from the shotgun wants to throw to the left side for Wiggins. Overthrew him, going for the corner of the end zone on a play they scored on earlier in the game, and that one just had too much on it, and it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Boy, that's just one of those passes. It's kind of a do-or-die pass, isn't it? I mean, it's just, you either make a great play there or it doesn't happen. They are really keying on Smith, though. They just are not going to let him drive up the middle. And so now, what will Husson bring to the table here on offense?
On 3rd down, Sakaricha keeps the football, runs to the left side, gets tripped up inside the 10. And it's going to be 4th down now for Husson. They'll spot the ball at the 9.
And clearly they have to go for it here, Clem. They need to pick up 4 yards to keep their season going. They need 4 yards. The season comes down to this.
Wiggins splits to the far side. Stroud and Hartley near side. Husson trying to get a timeout. They can't get it. Now they do. They were running down the sidelines to get the timeout as that ball was snapped. And I would say got it just in the nick of time. The scary part is I think Sakaricha would run for a 1st down.
Well, that's just it. Now it might be that MIT heard the whistle there before we did and kind of stopped playing defense, but he had a first down and maybe a little bit more, but I think Coach Price wanted to make sure everybody is set here. I mean, this is the game. This is the season. They have to get 4 yards. They don't have to score on this play, but they got to get to about the 5-yard line. Or actually, what do they got to get to?
Yeah, the 5.
Yeah, about the 5.
Yeah. 4th and 4 as the offense heads back out onto the field. Trip split to the far side. Hartley, Stroud, and Wiggins. Zachary on the shotgun. Rolls to his right. Has pressure. Throws it up for grabs. Hartley, it's tipped. And caught. No, out of bounds. Out of bounds, and that's it. The game is over, and MIT escapes with a 27-20 overtime win in the NCAA playoffs.
Heartbreak for the home team. They had a 3-point lead with under a minute to go in the game. You credit the engineers for getting down enough to get into field goal range. They kick a field goal at the buzzer of regulation to tie the game, and then they win it in overtime. How about that?
Well, a tough one for the Eagles, but what a great NCAA playoff game. It had a little of everything, including overtime. Well, we will take a timeout. We'll come back for the post-game show right after this as MIT gets the victory here this afternoon, 27-20 over the Husson Eagles. It's the NCAA playoffs on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.
Overtime.